Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming back. This is left hand exercise warm up number 2. In number 1, I have shown you very simple, just a kind of first position scale on A string. If you could please check on that first exercise, that would be great. Will help you into this one. So this is what I did the first one. And then a few combinations of speed. In this video, we're just going to vary a little bit in terms of finger pattern. Where I did by step. Now we're just going to do alternate fingering. 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1. That's it. And then you do it again. That gives you 8 notes. You can play 4 notes in one bow. Up bow. Now think 2 things. Left hand dropping very vertically, very clearly, decisively. And when you lift the fingers, lift as fast as you can. As if there is a spring in your finger and it just bounces off without any hesitation. That will make every note sound like on the piano. Very clear, very clean, and you're striking down every one of them. Of course, on the violin, it's always harder for the note that is on the descending pattern. So this is what we're going to do a little faster in this pattern. I just did 8 notes a bow, so you can do 4 notes a bow. You can make it slower. And take care that you travel a whole bow, whichever your finger pattern is, speed is. So we're going to do 16 notes. And then we might as well add a little bit of bowing exercise. While you are playing this long bow, now we're going to change the bow. Instead, long notes, we're going to play, instead of long bows, we're going to play short bows. Now let's make it more fun. Let's do it at the tip. Now make it very fast. Now please look at this hand while you're playing at the tip. Would look something very circular. So as you can see, it's all moving. Feel like you are at the end of a paintbrush. These bristles are kind of jiggling. So that's very important that your fingers are not stiff but alive. And when you're at a frog, do the same thing. while you're playing this, make sure your arm is not moving, only your wrist. And then you can do it in the middle. So that would be a kind of true tête-à-chaîne. Or D string, same finger pattern. At the frog. At the tip. G string, you can see my hand a little bit better. It's harder to do on E string for you to see. So combine the first video and this is the second video. You can work something like this. Let's start A string just because it's simpler to explain to you. But you can do G string, D string, A string, and E string in somewhat this kind of speed. And then you're doing at the tip. Take care that you don't always play softer at the tip. Sustain the sound so the tip has just as loud volume as the frog. The second pattern . Now let's play faster. While you're practicing, especially when you play slower, it is important to hear each note that has to be in tune and make a mental note what the left hand should feel like when it's in tune. When it's whole tone or semitone, make sure your fingers, you feel they're close, that you feel your fourth finger may have to stretch for some people. And for those people who are very fortunate, they're blessed with long fingers, they may just have to control and curve back slightly. One of the common mistakes my student made is that second finger being too sharp. This distance is only a whole tone to which that is in tune. Don't go down carelessly. So that for them is a discipline to train the second finger, strike down where it's always in tune. So to recap, in this second video of warm-up, is that you play the first pattern and the second pattern to back to back And then you can do any combination of bowing you like. You start. Like that, 16 times, and then you can play that also 16 times. Will only take you a few seconds each set. And when you play, when you finish that, then you just do slowly. This time we play separate bows. Or you play here. And a frog, you play the second pattern. This way you get to warm up both hands. It is very often easy to warm up the left hand, but the right hand just feel like you only play a long note and slur. But it's much easier and simpler. You might as well just get the right hand in together and just change it into different speed and different parts of the bow. I hope this helps you how to warm up. Just very simple patterns, nothing too complicated, but make sure you are in tune and your left hand lift and drop are very, very succinct, very decisive. And when you play long notes on your right hand, make sure that it's very legato, means always connected as much as possible, so that your bow change then doesn't have a very sharp edge or folded corner, that kind of sound. When you play slowly, when you play short bows and very fast pattern, these fingers has to move and has to be very much alive, meaning that thumb cannot press. If you release the pressure of your thumb, all these fingers and your shoulder and your elbow and wrist will be very loose. Since you lock the thumb up, everything locks in. This is like a master key that locks everything. Relax the key and everything else will be relaxed. I hope this helps. I'll see you in next exercise. Bye.